Kayla Miracle here at Grandview Open. How have you been? We haven't been able to talk to you really since the Olympics. Kind of just tell us what's going on here at Grandview.
I've been great. I've been teaching some middle schoolers some math, been coaching up some middle schoolers and high schools in the practice room, and just decided to continue going. And so I've started training with said high schoolers, and getting beat up every day by high school kids is so fun, right? So I'm here at Grandview. We have 4 girls from Valiant College Prep competing, so I'm excited to see how they do against the college girls.
Talk about your high schoolers and what you expect from them going on in competition before we reflect on your 2024.
I mean, they're great. I get to feel them in the room. We saw them at, what was that other one? Missouri Valley Open. We had a handful there and they did great. So I'm hoping they make the adjustments that we needed to make from there and have a good competition before some of them head off to Sweden.
You know, talk about your 2024 reflections on, the year as a whole, being an Olympian, going to, Paris and competing there. Kind of give us your reflections on how the year went for you.
Sure. I mean, year didn't end up how I wanted, right? I wanted to end up top of the podium, gold medal around my neck. Didn't happen. Didn't make the podium. But overall, I think the year was a good one for me, like growth-wise. I had to make a lot of sacrifices. My training situation at home wasn't great, so ended up going to Iowa. Coach Chun and their staff helped me out a lot. My best friend's out there, and I got to stay with her. And, it healed my heart for training for the Olympic trials prep. And then even after making the team, getting ready for the games, going back out there and just working with them. So knowing that I have a lot of really great people all around the country that are willing to help me. And then getting ready for the games, just had Coach Pritz in my corner, and, we just had a blast. Some days are really tough, but it was fun. It's the grind, and disappointed with how things ended up, but ultimately grateful and thankful for the opportunity, and excited to make 2025 an even better year.
Talk about kind of maybe the matches. Have you been able to really watch them and kind of just see hit point, or is it still too emotional?
No, I'm all about making self-deprecating jokes, which some people don't think is funny, but I have done it my whole life, right? I've grown up with a bunch of siblings. They're gonna pick on me, so if I pick on myself, it's not as funny for them when they pick on me because I already said the same joke about myself, and so that's kind of my healing mechanism, right? And that's what I do. So people are talking about losing on criteria. I'm like, yep, been there. It sucks. So I haven't gone back and watched, but it's crazy. People are like, what would you do different? What would you change? I'm like, I wouldn't change a single thing. I wouldn't change anything about my prep, about my weight cut, my warm up. I would still throw that block. I'm gonna trust Coach Pritz and Coach Terry. That's why I have them in my corner. I'm gonna trust them with my life, and if they say, throw that block, I'm gonna trust it, and I'm gonna throw that block 100 times out of 100, because those are the people I've chosen. So it's unfortunate. I go through the same exact process again, and the result could be different. And that's the beautiful thing about wrestling, but it's also the really sad and scary thing about wrestling is you can do everything perfect, and you still don't get the right result, or the result that you want. And so that's what I've been battling with the past 6 months is is that worth it, right? Do I want to put my heart on the line like that? Put everything I have into a dream and then potentially have my heart get crushed. But I've decided, it's a beautiful, really cool thing when it does work out. It's extra, I don't know, there's something so cool about it. And not many things are all in stakes like that. And so it's cool that I have that opportunity to do something.
Although you weren't able to kind of get your dreams and aspirations, the team did phenomenal at Paris. Can you reflect on just being a part of a historical team and contributing as, in any way, shape, and form?
Yeah, I mean, the team was awesome. We had, 4 medalists? 2 champs? It's crazy. I've known Sarah. Sarah was my roommate my 8th grade year at Fargo. So we go way back. So watching her win, I was sobbing. because I was just so happy. Like, I was so happy for me, but her and I don't have that same, like, deep relationship. Sarah and I, we have laughed together, we've cried together, we've gone through it all. And so watching her, like, do that, I'm, like, getting teary-eyed thinking about it because it was amazing. Just, like, seeing her growth over the quad, seeing her broken as a human in 2021 in Japan after losing, and then being able to come back, like, it was so incredible watching that day, or like that next day. I sat on the bed with her, held her while she cried after she lost. I'm like, we gotta get what we can, right? She battles back for bronze, and then over the quad, she makes all the changes, and so it was like so cool to see, and that was like amazing. But then also just USA Wrestling, right? Like, the women's program is so strong, and like we're gonna see it today here. Like, we have some really tough girls in the college scene, right? We have a Macy Kilty and a Kylie Welker and a Kennedy Blades on an Iowa program who are winning world and Olympic medals as college kids. And so it's a testament to the strength of USA women's wrestling and how we're just gonna continue to grow. So I'm excited to see, like, we're a strong team, but we're only gonna get stronger. And like, iron sharpens iron, they're getting really tough at this level. And so us older girls, I'm an old girl, right? We're gonna have to, like, be on top of our game. Like, we have targets on our back, and people are hunting us down. Like, people want to take us out. So I'm excited for that. It's like a game of cat and mouse, right? So I'm excited for it. USA Women's Wrestling, like what Terry's doing, they're making the changes that they need to make. They're doing their best to, like, improve the system, right, from the ground up. And so it's incredible to see, it's incredible to be a part of, and I'm excited to see, you know, hopefully this year we take down Japan.
And finally, what's next for you? What's the next competition we think we'll see from you? And
US Open, 62 kilos. Gotta, you know, being off the mat, I've done nearly nothing for 6 months. I actually have Michaela Beck in the room a lot, and she goes with my high school girls, my high school guys, and I help her out in a coaching standpoint. And I told her, hey, like, she's been there for me. She's been a training partner for me when I've been getting ready for Worlds and Olympics, and I want to do the same. Like, she's like a sister to me. And so I told her, hey, if you ever need anything, let me know. She like came to me one day and she's like, hey, I can get away with some of this crappy stuff against the high schoolers. I can win a position even when I shouldn't win, and they'll let me. I know you won't let me. You're gonna, like, hold me accountable. Will you go with me, like, once a week and just beat the shit out of me? Sorry, USA Wrestling, right? Can you do that for me? And I'm like, sure. So I come up off the couch, pretty much, right? I'm doing nearly nothing. Maybe some hot yoga here, some pickleball here, whatever. But I am gassing out. But I am doing super well against a senior national team member, right? She's knocking on the door of a world team, and that, like, lit something inside of me. I'm like, shoot, I still got it. Like, so made me kind of fall in love with the sport again, and now I'm excited to compete at the US Open, another birthday trip in Vegas. So excited for it.